The scene would be the British consulate in the western town of Titipu from the 1930s, in which the courtiers wear double-breasted matches and pinstripes.
On the pocket handkerchief point of the King's Head Theatre, a row of 8 along with an orchestra of 1 pianist take a gloriously topsy-turvy perspective of Gilbert and Sullivan's Orientalist humor.
The set suggests a gentleman's club, with a leather Chesterfield sofa and cut-glass whiskey decanters on the sideboard, while the 3 little maids from school are in gym slips similar to the characters in the Angela Brazil School Days books.
It is an apt choice by artistic director John Savernan, for W.S. Gilbert was aiming his satirical darts at the ruling establishment of England, and the corruption rife in law and politics, rather than Japan.
Class conflict comes into it, too, as Philip Lee's Coco, newly exalted from bespoke tailor to Lord High Executioner, retains a North London accent against the plummy-toned Poobah Lord High Everything Else, Stephen Godward, and Pish Tush, Matthew Palmer, doubling as the Emperor.
The young lovers, attempting to defeat Coco's plan to marry his ward Yum Yum, are well matched. Jack Roberts as wandering minstrel Nanki-Poo is a bright young lyric tenor who is currently finishing his final year at Guildhall.
And Welsh soprano Alice Roberts, a recent Royal Academy of Music graduate, brings a crystalline voice to the Angina role of Yum Yum.
The 2 other wards of Coco are also delightful, with Jessica Temple as the inventive Pity Singh and Corinne Cowling as Peep-Bo.
In a quirky piece of casting, baritone Matthew Civiter, rather than a mezzo-soprano, is in drag as Katisha, daughter-in-law-elect, whose engagement to the Emperor's son Nanki-Poo causes him to flee court disguised as second trombone in a band.
Musical director David Eaton at the piano reminds us that even without an orchestra the score demonstrates Sir Arthur Sullivan at the height of his powers.
Mark Anthony Turnage, composer of the Royal Opera's Sex and Sleaze hit Anna Nicole, has chosen a contrasting subject in his new family opera Coraline.
Lily James wowed at the traditional opera ball in Vienna, Austria. See the best photos of the night.
Adapted by Rory Malarkey from Neil Gaiman's popular book for children, Coraline is the tale of a young girl who discovers an alternative world in her family's new home.
A secret door hidden behind packing cases leads her into what seems like a facsimile house.
Ignoring the warning voices of ghost children, she meets a mother and father identical to her own parents, except that they have large buttons sewn over their eyes. The other mother lavishes food and affection on Coraline but turns out to be as trustworthy as the witch in Hansel and Gretel.
Designer Giles Cadle's revolving set transfers us smoothly between everyday ordinariness and the dangerous unknown, and there are some deliciously spooky effects.
There's good work from Mary Bevan, as bratish teenage Coraline who has to face her hidden fears.
Kitty Whately as menacing other mother and Alexander Robin Baker as distracted father are also impressive.
Turnage's music, conducted by Son Edwards, is markedly angular, but I couldn't help wondering if Puccini's Gianni Schicchi would make a livelier choice for young opera first-timers.